Lesson 1: Storage and Memory Devices. The first topic in this lesson is data. Let's try to understand what is data. So, whenever we use the computer, we type some numbers. Sometimes we also type certain alphabets or even some special characters. All these things, like the numbers, the alphabets, or the special characters that we type into the computer, is known as data. Example: 9A60 asterisk Q50. All of these are data. Let us look at the definition of data. Data are the raw facts and figures that a computer needs to work on. They do not have proper meaning. So, what is data? Data are the raw facts and figures. Let us try to understand this definition with one example. Raw materials for making tea. Every day in your house in the morning, your mother prepares tea, isn't it? So, what are the things that you need to make tea? You require milk, you require water, tea powder, and sugar. So, these materials are required to make tea. Without these material, can you make tea? No. Similarly, even a computer system cannot work until you provide data. Now, data could be a number like 1, 2, 3, or it could be any alphabet from A to Z, or even special characters like hash, asterisk are called data. However, data does not have any proper meaning. Why? Let's try to understand with this example. When you study, your pencil, eraser, pen, your books, and your copies are your data, isn't it? You require all these materials to study, so these materials are your data. However, until you start studying it, it is of no use. If you want to prepare for an exam and you only keep your books, your pencil, your eraser on the table, but you do not open and study it, is it of some use? No. When will it become useful? Your books, your copies, your pencils are useful when you start learning from them, when you start studying from them. Similarly, in case of computer, if you just type 9 and 5, is it meaningful? No. You have just entered 9 and 5. But did you tell the computer what needs to be done? No. But now, if you give the computer command saying add 9 and 5, then the computer will add these two numbers and give the result as 14. 9 plus 5, that is equal to 14. So what did we understand? That data is the raw material or the raw facts and figures. Data could be any number, it could be any alphabet, but data does not have any meaning. So, when will data become meaningful? Data becomes meaningful only when you give instructions, that is, when you give commands to the computer. Let us try to understand this. Data does not have any meaning, but when you add instructions to data, it becomes meaningful, and this meaningful data is called as information. Let us see the definition of instructions. Commands that make computer to work on the given data. Example: add, subtract, move. So, when you give instructions, you are giving commands to the computer, because the computer does not have its own brain. You have to give instructions, you have to give commands, and you have to tell the computer what needs to be done with the data given. So just now we understood that data alone does not have any meaning. So, in order to make the data meaningful, we have to give the computer certain instructions. We have to tell the computer what needs to be done with this data. How will we do it? By giving the computer certain commands. Some commands could be add, subtract, move, multiply, divide. Now, when we give instructions along with the data, it becomes meaningful. And this meaningful data is called as information. Let us see the definition of information. It is the processed data that gives the result or output from the computer. Let's understand with an example. Suppose if we write add 24, 20, we would get the result as 44. So, we gave the computer data as 24 and 20. Also, we gave the command or instruction to add these two numbers. So, what did we get? We got the result as 44. So, this result 44 is meaningful, and this is called as information.